It's like a nymph fairyland, Narnia avatar. Prettiest thing I've ever seen. So, we're in Eatonville, about like an hour and a bit from where we live. As I was saying before I was cut off by a bulldozer. I don't really know what that machine is over there. We're in Eatonville at a trailhead. And to be honest, it's kind of just on the side of the road in a very random spot. More so looks like a running path than like a hiking trail. So I'm excited to kind of like get into the forest and see what it's actually like. But it's called Mashel Falls. I don't know if I'm actually pronouncing that right, but you know, you win some, you lose some. "30 seconds in." It's really coming in. This little guy can put like snacks. It's in there now. My phone and my wallet. And chapstick. That's all we got for you folks in there today. Maybe find a meat stick or two later. Hi. We're finally in the nature section, I think, of the trail. I imagine this is what frozen things feel like when they're being defrosted. It's like, feels so good. It's been a long winter. Someone just said to me, imagine what frozen things feel like. How can you ever imagine that if you're not a frozen thing? Yeah. I guess like if you think about it, it feels like maybe what bears feel like when they come out of hibernation. They just like do a stretch. Sunlight feels good. They're gonna go eat some good berries. That's what this feels like. It's been a long winter. So, I'm a bear coming out of hibernation. It smells like spring. You know what I mean? Earth is thawing like I would be if I was a frozen chicken breast, but we've already said that. I'm a bear. It smells like earth. It's like dirt. It smells really good. And rain, and like the ferns are coming back to life, and you're seeing daffodils blooming. All in all, 10/10 so far for spring in Washington. Also like the hints of wood stove that I'm smelling just adds to the overall ambiance of this trail. Birds flying overhead, birds chirping, the moss is dewy. Like, I just can describe this whole trail to you guys. We've arrived at the actual trail, no longer on the gravel path. Let us go. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Oh wow, the first mile, almost like mile and a half was on that like gravel path. And now we're finally on the trail. And this trail in total is like 4.6 miles or something like that. And we're finally on the trail. So if you come to Little Mashel Falls, just know first half will be all on a gravel trail. The cool thing about living in Seattle is the fact that you can just like draw a 60-mile radius water break and you'll be in a spot like this. And this was, Little Mashel Falls was within that 60-mile radius. And there's just so much to do in and around Seattle. It really blows my mind. This trail is divided by 3 waterfalls, lower, middle, and upper. And I think we're about to get to the lower falls. I can hear the river. Lower falls. I see the falls. The lower falls. Very pretty. Trick is not falling in the mud. Woo! Okay, this is less worse than the last soiree with roots. Wow. All right, we spent way too much time at Lower Falls, but it was so beautiful. I don't think I've ever been that close to a waterfall in my life. And now we made the trek back up to the trail, which is why I'm out of breath, and we're gonna hit Middle Falls. But if Lower Falls is the only thing you have time for on this trail, it is well worth every second of effort. Excited to see what Middle Falls is all about. This is our stop, Middle Falls. Let's go. Let me stay on the trail. We just walked by some people and they said that you can walk behind these ones. Just your average day in the forest. This looks like a way easier thing to get down this way than the way we just went to Lower Falls. Yes, steps. Middle Falls! Lower Falls and Middle Falls are blowing my mind. Okay. Made it! Here we are. My thumbs are dirty. Sign of a good time. Oh, I can feel the water. I'm like dodging the drops of water for no reason. Okay. We are going under the falls. Ooh, didn't feel that. I'm gonna get soaked. Oh my. That was intense. My legs are soaked, my hair is soaked. I cleaned my hands, kind of. I'm getting dripped on. Okay, we'll go to the front of them now. That is incredible. So I definitely fell. But it's worth it. Look at this place. Whatever. I would fall a million times. That meant I could come back here one more time. Just buyer beware. If you go down that way, you will be climbing up this. This is not made for short people, I can tell you that. But look at me now. All right, Middle Falls, check. Now we go to Upper Falls. If I was a betting man, Lower Falls is still gonna be my favorite. It's like a nymph fairyland, Narnia Avatar, prettiest thing I've ever seen. So there you have it. It's my official review. But I know, we don't judge a book by its cover, so I'm gonna give Upper Falls some room to prove me wrong. Little kangaroo pouch is coming in handy. Little snack. Marilyn's jacket, I can tell you. Very useful. Really excited bird up there. Oh, it's a pileated woodpecker. His head is going like this. Looking for a spot. In case you want to know. Stupid. Here's the Upper Falls. Just kidding. Upper Falls. Skip. Don't trip on the rock. Skip. I'm not particularly one that's fond of heights when I am looking down. So I'm not gonna look down. I don't know, do you want to have a snack or something? Snack time.
Huh?
Snack time. Snack time. Let's eat some snacks. I've got a water bottle. And I've got 4 clementines. Much smaller than Lower and Middle Falls, but so beautiful. Like you're up, like on top of Middle Falls. And so like there's a lot of natural light, it's quiet. There's only a handful of people up here. Obviously the waterfalls are much smaller, but it's a nice little place to hang out and have a snack. Nothing like a fresh piece of fruit. Don't forget to pack out your trash. Mashel Falls gets a 10 out of 10. I will say my favorite of all of the falls here, lower, middle, and upper. Lower is by far my favorite. I know I said earlier like it already was my favorite, but you know, you gotta give like everything a chance, and I did. And Lower Falls just feels like you are somewhere else that like shouldn't be real. As you go up, like obviously Middle Falls were the biggest, and then these I think are the smallest. Upper Falls, where we are now. So if you're here, you only have time to do one of the falls, do Lower Falls. From what I saw, there's 2 different parking lots that you can park in. I'll drop the trail link below and you can do your own research and figure out where you want to park. But we parked at the trailhead that will be in the link below, and it took about how many miles until we got here? That seems like a lie. It says it took 6 miles, but the All Trails link for this trail specifically says about 4.6. So difficulty-wise, I'd say moderate. I think the trailhead we parked at the entire way up, you are literally hiking up. That's all of your elevation gain there. And so it'll be a nice breeze going down. There's something to be said for hiking the waterfalls in Washington in the spring. It can be raining, it can be sunny, it can be cloudy, and you'll still have an adventure either way. And it will still be beautiful, and especially the waterfalls here in the springtime are absolutely rushing because of all the snow melt coming down and just all the rain we get. Mashel Falls, you get my vote. See you next time.